rear-wheel drive. Pero most of the ramps na dadaanan natin are designed to test 4x4. But because we have the new traction control system, it can negotiate the ramps that were designed to test 4x4 vehicles. Whee! Okay, so that was just the turning radius. It's going to let you experience the sharpness of the turn-in, or how it inputs, and then the turning radius, which is really small for a big size vehicle. So what we have here is the articulation ramps. So normally it's an offset ramp, and then what you're actually testing is the droop, or the suspension travel. So when your front left and rear right tires are on those ramps, there's a tendency to pitch or rock diagonally dun sa dalawa. So kung kulang yung suspension travel, maghahang yung wheels. And then if it's a normal rear wheel drive, pag umangat na isang wheel, you lose traction kasi yung nakaangat na wheel, yun lang yung iikot. All the power will be directed to that wheel. So since this has good suspension travel and traction control, we're not going to encounter any such issues. Okay, so at this point nagsisiso na tayo, nakaangat yun in here. So give it a little gas, move forward. So bababa na to, nakaangat na yung rear, and we're done.
Parang 4x4.
Okay, so this series of speed bumps will simulate rough roads. So since we've established na mahaba yung suspension travel, it's just going to validate this by proving that it has good bump absorption, which we're doing now. So comfortable pa rin, walang harsh na bagsak. So we're approaching the torque ramp. It's called the torque ramp because it's used to test power. So okay, now all four wheels are on the ramp. Okay, so we're on an incline, we're stopped. So this is where, kung mahina yung engine, that's where you start encountering problems. With this one, I think we should be able to get up with by using 1,500 RPM, or maybe a little less. So we just went up the ramp. So if this is side view, normally going up, if you have not so good ground clearance sa side sa ramp, yung gitna, middle portion ng vehicle. So since we've cleared that, we've established that we have good ground clearance. Now we're going to check the clearance of your overhangs, which is your front and rear going down. So yan, clear naman. And then normally the rear yung magkakaproblema kasi mas mahaba yung overhang, but we also cleared that.
Pero smooth pa rin.
And we come to our last test, which is traction control. So since we are rear wheel drive, we're concerned about the rollers on the left kasi nasa likod yan. So we'll place our rear tire on those rollers, and those rollers have bearings, so just umiikot lang yan. So it will simulate mud or any slippery surface that you might encounter and you can get stuck into. Normally, if it's a standard two-wheel drive, once that one wheel spins, you're already stuck. So we have a wheel spinning. You can feel the wheel spinning. And then all we need to do, so the traction control has detected that it's losing grip on one tire. So we'll just continue to apply a little acceleration for the traction control to kick in. There, at this point, biting, and then we're out.
So my turn to drive this Montero Sport GLS. So remember, I have already a complete walk around tour of this. Link of that will be in the description down below. So actually this is the first time I'm driving a brand new Montero Sport GLS because I've driven a lot of older models. So again, start this out now in this obstacle course. So a bit unique because I've never done this before with any Mitsubishi since I've been off-roading a lot with my Stradas before. I thought I'd never say that again. So here, roundabout test. Alright, 30 seconds. Pretty easy. Probably one of the tightest ones in its class. And then, yeah, I'd never expected a 4x2 PPV that is able to do this. So, wow. Where's the camera? Anyway, let's do it old school. Oh. Right, easy. And then suspension test. So this is like simulating what? Humps in my village. Okay, easily one of the more comfortable PPVs in its class. Well, yet again, what I said in most of my reviews, this is one of the most balanced PPVs in its class. That's why this is such a popular vehicle in the first place. So to not forget with the digital instrument cluster, despite this being only the middle variant and your 360-degree camera, this is very, very handy. Even though, again, as I said, this is a middle trim variant, this comes in handy. Wow, okay, 15 RPM. Oh my gosh. Straight. Whoa. First time too I've off-roaded a Montero Sport. Well, off-road, but it kind of simulates that anyways. If you saw earlier with Sir Charlie's explanation, I'm not talking much because he explained everything in detail perfectly. So kudos to him for explaining all of the features of this Montero Sport GLS. So I'm really fascinated with this GLS because it's only a 4x2 variant and yet it can do all of these things. So like what I said too earlier, there's the traction control kicking in. There you go. So I'm really fascinated that even though this is just a 4x2 variant, it can do these things easily. So that's what I said too with my older reviews, like with the Strada and the Montero. Why do you need a 4x4? But anyway, at least if you want the 4x4 for extra safety only. So yeah, that concludes my quick obstacle course review with this Montero Sport GLS. I'd like to thank everyone here at Mitsubishi Motors Philippines here for the 60th anniversary expo. To Miss Cathy of Mitsubishi Auto Hub and Sir Charlie over here for explaining everything about this vehicle. So thank you very much. So hope you guys like and subscribe. And there's my favorite ever pickup truck going on off-road course, and that's a 4x2 model. Amazing. There you go. Very easy. I said too before, why on earth do you need a 4x4 for? So, bye-bye.